Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. And is my computer still on? I'm like, oh, the overhead light, of course, as soon as I start. There we go. So hopefully that helps a bit. So let me wheel my chair up here. And we are working on video number 7 for Paper Pumpkin Alternative for February 2023, Sunshine and Smiles. And as I'm saying that, I'm like, where did I do with the flyer sheets? I know I moved them. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick look here, just in case you haven't seen it. I'm sure you have. This is the instruction sheet to make the 9 cards in this month's Paper Pumpkin, and y'all know I'm changing them up. This was the add-on, these little dies for the frog and the sweet little flowers, and I haven't used them yet, but don't worry, I'm going to. I'm just working on some other things. Next month's Paper Pumpkin is a botanically themed set, and there's a free gift in that, so check it out. Subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. Trust me, you will love it. If you are a paper crafter, it is one of the best values out there on the market. So let's get started. I changed up writing in my little notebook here of stuff. I'm using a blue pen. In fact, I'm going to keep that blue pen attached right here. Let's go over what you are going to need as I move all of my stuff aside. So we're going to start with basic white card base scored. It is 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4.5. That means it opens. Oh, you know, look at this. See, it never fails. Where's the card base? I know I had 2 of them. So we need to, this is why I use a pencil, but I'm not going to anymore. So this is 4.25 by 11 scored at 5.5. It just happens, you know, that's just the way things roll. Go with it, right? No worries. I want to say hi to Miss Cynthia Ford, who fell at a craft expo, ended up in the hospital, and I am so sorry that happened to you, and I really hope that you're going to recover 100% from that. So let's move on to, we have a layer of fresh freesia. This is from last month's Paper Pumpkin. This is one of the card bases. I had set it aside to use with my basic black album. I didn't use this piece, so I'm going to use it now. So this is 4.25 by 5.5. Just checking my phone. I'm like, what is that about? It just is going to cover our white card base. So 4.25 by 5.5. Then we have a piece of Petal Pink layer, cardstock layer number 2, 5.25 by 4. That's going to go right here. And while we're saying that, let's just glue them in place. I'm kind of liking that. As we go through it, we're just going to work with it. So it is fresh freesia. It just happens to be one of the card bases. So I'm going to use it and get it used up. And that is how this card came to be. I'm like, ooh, I have this extra piece. I don't want to file it. I want to use it. So our Petal Pink, I'm not doing anything to it. I'm just bringing in a little bit more color. And this is going to be really cute. Very simple to do, okay? I'm telling you, if I can do this, you can do this. So there is our card base, though it is going to open this way, as that is how the layout is. So I have 3 strips. Let me set those outside. 3 strips of the Dandy Designs DSP. I have a scrap piece that I made sure they're all cut to 3/4 of an inch and at least 3 inches long. Some are longer, and we're just going to cut them off as we use them. So we're going to use the flower side, this X side, and these little blue polka dots. So we're going to use those. And then I have this 2-inch circle from an old Paper Pumpkin. I'm going to use that. You don't have to, but I like the dots, and I think it's a great little focal point. We are using the scrap piece. You know, I love doing these. We're not going to sponge on it or anything. I'm keeping it white, but we are using it like so, and I have one of the sentiment strips from it that we're going to place back in it, but this is cut down to 2.5 by 3.5. So 2.5 by 3.5, And then what are we're using a very old, I'm going to use some more scrap of that paper pumpkin kit. We are going to punch that sun with this really old scallop punch. We're going to stamp it in Mango Melody and punch it out. So I have that. And what else? Dandy Design DSP for the front and outside of, I thought that since I had so much of Dandy Designs, we're going to cover our envelope flap. Then I have a strip down here for the bottom of our envelope. And I have a 1/2 inch strip for the inside of our card. So we're going to do the inside of our card scrap piece. Right here, I'm just going to wiggle some glue like so. Just going to use my fingers to make sure I got it right to the edge. And then we're just going to snip it off with some scissors. There we go. And that's for the inside. We are going to do a little stamping on the inside, but let's get started with finish gluing. So I'm going to move all of this aside now, making sure I keep my pen with my notebook. So this strip here, we are going to add some glue. We're going to start with the blue strip first. I think it's balmy blue, these polka dots. And I'm just going to get this little strip to go behind there, like so. And we're going to snip it off. That's why that at least 3 inches. I think it needs a little bit more snipping here. So let's try that again. Be nice if I could find my nice scissors, as I'm trying not to put another order in. I did order a few things, but I'm trying not to put another order in until April, when I can order from the new catalog. So we're going to put the blue one at the top. We're skipping this one because our sentiment's going to go there. So we have 2 more spots. I'm going to start at the bottom this time. Just trying to add not too much glue, but enough to get it adhered. Like I said, we're going to use that Granny Apple Green piece here. All right. Remove the glue. Perfect. And one more are the little flowers. I want to say a big thank you to Miss Gloria Wolf, who came on my live for an hour and a half as I was working on my scrapbook. They won't all be that long. It's just I did the covering of my book. I did the title page. A little bit more work was in it for today's live video for the last Sunday of the month. There we go. So now that we have this, and my hands are all nice and sticky from gluing. Ooh, like that, like it, like it. What to do next? Let's stamp our sunshine. Like I said, we're going to do Mango Melody. We're going to move these pieces, let that glue sit up here for a moment. I should cover the glue bottle. Do I have a scrap piece to stamp on? Nope. So we're going to stamp. Like I said, this is white on the other side. It's from Paper Pumpkin. I'm thinking I want to stamp off. And as I don't have a scrap piece, we're going to bring this notebook in. Because I want the sun to be lighter. I don't want it so dark. But I really, really like that. And hopefully, let me not close that up yet. And look at that. That scallop is too big. That is stinky winky. I don't like that it's so big. I really thought it was going to work. I even put the sun on there and everything. So change of plans. What circle punch do I have down here? I used this one earlier. Yes, so we're changing it up. It's 1 3/8 circle punch. That's what happens. All right. So change of plans with the circle. We are using a 1 3/8 circle punch. I really need this sunshine on my kit here, and I'm going to lose that pin if I don't get it on there. So, circle for the sunshine, and let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. We're going to go ahead and stamp it in the Mango Melody. This time we're going to do it full strength. Wishing you sunshine and smiles. Yes, I know you can't see because of my fingers in the way, but there that is. Let's bring our card base in, and we are gonna stamp, if I don't mess it up. We are gonna stamp this one. I wasn't gonna put any sentiments on the inside, but I like this, friends in any kind of weather. And I'm just gonna stamp that right there. Yes. Nope, it's wonky. That's what happens. It just does. So, can we fix it? We can. We can do this. Do I want to do Balmy Blue strip? I'm looking at what I got in my little bits and pieces here of scrap. So let's try that again. We need it to be better than that. This card is better than that. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, 1/4 of an inch right here is what I'm leaving. Yes. And I don't like any of that with it. What do I have to use? Let me find my Dandy Designs paper. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I should have a piece of fresh freesia we could use that's in my scrap bin right here. Not that piece. Not that piece. Maybe not. Maybe so. No. Yes. No. No. The answer is no. So into the fresh freesia packet we go. And I know I have a piece in this somewhere. That'll do it. I just needed a piece to back this onto, so let's do some cutting. And why does that still look... You know what? I'm going to solve this issue. We are going to fussy cut it out. I can't stamp it straight. We are going to just fussy cut around all that. We are going to solve that problem. You want to be difficult? I will work with you. I will work it in my favor. May the odds ever be in your favor. Yes. The Hunger Games. Okay, that solved that problem, except it didn't solve this problem. So let's see. We now can cut this down to roughly, let's put it on here. So it's about 3 inches, so about 3 1/4 inches, and I want it to be a 1/2 inch strip. Yes, this is the little one from Stamping Up. If they would make a new one, I would buy one. Because this one, I have to make sure I push that in because I've dropped it so many times. But I got it out of hiding. And this is really tiny. that is how I'm going to fix my mess up, my stamped crookedness. I'm just going to add a bead of glue right on top of that so I know where I wanted it. There we have it. Ta-da! It's fixed. Okay. So let's get, this is, oh, we don't want to do it. This is going to simply get glued down because we're going to pop that piece up on dimensional. So I'm going to add glue to the strips that I put on here. And I'm just going to put that there on the left hand side. And then I have my circle, which is going to go right over here, kind of towards the bottom a bit. And I have the wee little ducky, which is simply going to look so cute right there. And we have our sunshine, which we needed. See, we needed the sun, we needed the cloud, so the sun is getting glued straight down. We're just making our own little picture scene. And I have, looks like I probably need another glue dot on there. Glue dot. I need another dimensional. So I want my clouds about right there. And our sentiment strip, we are going to pop our dimensionals right in its proper place. And we're not done. We have some little flowers to do. Oh, so cute. Make sure it can pop up now. Yeah, that's a cute one. Oh, put that fresh freesia back in there. So next we need, besides getting rid of all the backings for the dimensionals, we have these little 4 flowers. And I'm going to cut this large pink one off. You know me, I am not afraid to cut these apart and use them. So we are going to just continue the curves, cutting off my little sharp edges there. I kind of like the idea of him almost carrying the little flower, and I still like that idea. So I'm going to add a little glue there. And he has got a little flower in his hand, and these little flowers are going to go up on dimensionals. I think one. Do I need minis? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to snip one of these apart and use it. I think that will work on there. And we're just going to pop that down in the corner. It's so cute. Oh, that's cute. Okay, do I need the Flirty Flamingo dots? It really doesn't need them. And it doesn't need raindrops or anything else, but it does need Wink of Stella. So we want to touch all of our sun rays. Get some of that in there. And just add a few touches of Wink of Stella there. Our little ducky needs to be all sparkly. And our flower, the little leaves, little flowers. And I think that will do it. But you know what? I think it needs some, let's go with some basic rhinestone gems. I think it just needs a little bit of sparkle. Let's see. I'm trying. Ooh, you know what? These are kind of in the color family. Did I drop something out of my bling box? So let's see what we have in here. This is left over from Paper Pumpkin Pass. We have some of the sequins, which would be very cool on here. We can add these. So these little bluish ones, maybe. That one didn't want to play. We're going to add this one right in the cloud. I have some more up here. Let's see. Maybe here. I just want to use them up now that I found them. I'm like, okay, these will work. Let's use them. And one down here. Let's go. We got some more. Do I have any more of this color? I have one in the bag. Let's see if I can get it out of there. It might need a new glue dot, but I really do want the 5. Come out. Okay. Yes, we're going to need a new glue dot. So let's see, we're going to add one here for the one that is not wanting to play with us today. Then the one that's on the sheet. Oh, really cute. This one needs to be redone. It needs to be not so far away. So maybe right there. So I like that. Now let's use up these. Let's use these. And we need one in the big sun. We're going to put some down here on these little flowers, or maybe in and around the flowers. I don't like them in the center of the flowers, but we can do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going kind of crazy with them. 4. Where did it go? On my finger. Oh, cute. Okay, those are all used up. Now what else do we have on there? I don't like the black stars. I just think this one needs some down in there. Okay, we're going to put you there. And we're going to add another one in there just because it kind of needs it. And yeah, this one, I don't like that position. Can I get it off without damaging my cardstock? I did stick it down there, didn't I? Oh, good. It's going to go right there. So cute. All right, and then let's put some on the inside. Why not? No reason why we can't do this. So we're going to put one up in this corner, one in this corner, and that is, let's work on our envelope. So love it when those things can be used. So I wanted to work on an envelope today. And we're going to first of all add some glue right across the bottom. Well, let's just do it alongside of this because this is wider. So we need to make sure this is well glued down. Make sure we get the bottom of the envelope. Just using, I have so much of this Dandy Designs DSP, it's crazy. When I'm all done with this paper pumpkin, I am going to cut it up and send it out to you subscribers who share and like my channel. So look forward to that because I'm going to cut it up and stick them in clear envelopes. Oops, I didn't get it close enough. And share the love because it really was fun to play with it. And I know there's new stuff coming. So we're also going to glue put this piece right here on our envelope. So I'm going to add glue along here, all the way around, and just a bit of a scribble. Then I'm going to lay this on top. And then we're going to fussy cut around it, using the edge of the envelope as a guide. Just put your scissors right along that edge. I really should take an envelope apart and make a template for adding an inside piece to a card. We used to have dies for that. I never bought them. But with all this DSP I've been collecting, it would have been a good use of them. So there is our envelope and our card, which is so cute. Oh, I just love those little guys. So, friends in any kind of weather, wishing you sunshine and smiles. And I wish you all sunshine and smiles. And would you let me know if you like this video? A thumbs up would be great. And I hope you come back and visit me in my wonderland, okay? Bye-bye now.